A person will do everything in their power to make sure they are failing unintentionally, but it's just to support that dysfunctional hypothesis, that limiting belief that you may have. Hi, my name is Veronica, aka Ronnie, and we'll be here rewiring your brain for success, okay? And day one is identifying the root of self-sabotage. Now, what is self-sabotage? Self-sabotage is a way to support your dysfunctional hypothesis, aka your limiting belief. Okay? A person will do everything in their power to make sure they are failing unintentionally, but it's just to support that dysfunctional hypothesis, that limiting belief that you may have. Let's just say you have a limiting belief of I'm not good enough. Every time you try to do something, you're going to think in the back of your head, you're not good enough. So your brain is going to make you do things to make sure that is true. You're probably going to compare yourself. You're going to have self-doubt. You're not going to do the things that you need to do just because you don't believe that you're good enough. Now, why do we self-sabotage? We self-sabotage because it's scary. Change is scary, okay? It is so scary. It's uncertainty. You're in the unknown. But I'm gonna tell you this. When you go into the unknown with no expectations, you become somebody so different. Just know that when you're in the unknown, you get everything that you desire. Alrighty? Change poses a threat to what we're comfortable with, what we're familiar with. Even if what we're comfortable with and familiar with does not serve us anymore. Another reason why we self-sabotage is to feel safe, okay? If you begin to change, you risk losing friends, families, job. You risk having judgment. So you will do everything in your power. Smoke, drink, watch TV all day, work till you can't work anymore, just so you don't have to face the death of what you've learned you wanted and the death of who you are, okay? You cannot move forward until you let go of who you were. That is the decision, okay? Here's a real life example that you can extrapolate to fit your life experiences, okay? So 2 years ago, when I was an olive braider, there was a so-called slow season. And it was right after the salon that I was working at closed. It just abruptly closed. So I didn't know what I was going to do. I was just lost. I was like, okay, we don't have the salon anymore. I got to figure some shit out to get clients of my own, okay? Because I learned that the clients that I did have at the salon was one of the stylists that was on maternity leave, whatever it was. It was her clients that I was doing. So they didn't necessarily come to me. I had to build my own clientele. After that, I planned months worth of content. I literally created the videos, created the captions, added them to Instagram's draft, and I didn't post not one of them. Not one. Got into a funk and lost myself. I stopped doing my morning routine, which was meditating, journaling, and reading. That was my form of self-care. I stopped doing that. I laid in bed all day, scrolling on Instagram, comparing myself to others, literally feeling unworthy. And I kept on repeating the thoughts of nobody's booking me. No, I don't have any new clients. Nobody wants to get their hair done because we're in a slow season. All these things I said to back up the limiting belief of I have a slow season. There's a slow season for braiders. There's no such thing. This went on for 3 months, okay? Until I called my best friend. I was telling her about what was going on, and she told me that I need to be grateful for the clients that I do have. And on top of that, she said, there's no such thing as a slow season. The braiders that are in Florida with her, they're getting booked up. All the last people that are in the last industry, they're getting booked up. There's no such thing as a slow season, okay? And I was mind blown when she told me that. I was like, what? I had to take a step back and ask myself, how did I get here? This is where self-awareness is so key. Self-awareness is powerful, but you truly need to start being more self-aware. If you want to move forward, if you want to change, if you want to do anything in life, you have to be self-aware. But back to what I was saying. I had to realize, how did I get here? What did I do to get here? One was clinging to the belief that there was a slow season. That's where I went wrong at. Another one, repeated thoughts of I'm not good enough, comparing myself to others, saying that clients aren't booking with me, it's a slow season, nobody's getting their hair done. Repeated those thoughts, and I also attached strong emotions to that, which is unworthiness, shame, guilt. It came very habitual for me that I didn't even know that it was happening. It would just carry on throughout the days and carry on. It was normal to me now. It was normal to me think like that. It was normal for me to feel unworthy, feel shame, feel guilt. It was literally me not posting my content that would get me to the next level of success. How did I change? I became aware of my daily thoughts and daily habitual habits. Then I began to reframe my thoughts. Every single thought that I came up like, oh, I'm not good enough. Baby, you're the best. Look at your work. You have the most, I want to say exquisite because I do got the best braids. Well, in Austin, I believe that I had the best braids because there was not a lot of people out there that had my work. I literally had to give myself compassion because it was only trying to keep me safe by supporting that limiting belief that I had. If it's a slow season, I'm not good enough. All these things. I had to take the step I was so scared of taking in the beginning, like posting my content, showing up for myself in my business, engaging with my audience and with my clients, building back rapport with them. DM me if you had any aha moments that really clicked for you throughout this video. Also, you do have journal prompts below. Do not skip over them. Do those journal prompts, and then also DM me again. DM me all at once about what you learned from yourself with these journal prompts. Did it help you with anything? Has it made your mind explode? Are you realizing the self-sabotaging things that you've been doing over time lately? Let me know. I'm here to help you. I want to know if this helped you or not, and I just want to be a part of your journey. Please let me know. I love you. See you on day 2.